So
I was
today
just
we
kidding.
wanted to further discuss about how you can increase your energy. The last time we talked about a few different things, including making sure that you go to the doctor and make sure there's not any medical concern that's preventing you from having enough energy.
That's a big one. That's
a
our
big one.
disclaimer right there.
Yeah.
Check with your doctor first.
So if you wanted
Make
to hear
sure
about
you-
those other things we're talking about, I'm sure we'll have a connection to be able to find that other video.
Connection we will have.
Yes. So today what we wanted to talk about was taking proper care of your business and professional relationships.
Yes.
So if you're an average person, you spend 40 plus hours a week at work.
Yeah.
Maybe more, depending.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of interactions that you have there. And so helping to increase your energy, a lot of that can be done at work.
Yeah.
With your business relationships and your relationships with your clients, all of your professional relationships there.
Yep. Some of it is just simple things like what to stay away from.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you're clear on everything it is that you need from your coworkers. It can be hard sometimes. I know I've worked with people that were very unclear before as to different kind of things that they needed from me. And it was not only frustrating for them because I wasn't doing it, it was frustrating for me because I didn't know what I wasn't doing.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, because this is what they wanted you to do, but they would talk all around it, not actually say what they wanted.
Yeah, so please be clear. It helps the people you're talking to.
It's hard for them, though, to get right to the point.
Yeah, it helps you because they're knowing what you need from them.
Mm-hmm.
It helps them.
Yeah, so try to be very direct when you speak to people. Make sure that you're clear on what you need from them, and even you could even reiterate back to them what you're thinking that they're needing from you to make sure it's clear.
And you can be saving lots of energy by not having to try and reiterate around what you need from the person.
Yeah, or figure it out or try to.
Yeah, you can reduce the stress levels at work because everybody knows what you're talking about, what you needed. So make sure you're clear on what you need from your coworkers. Make sure you're actively listening. When you're talking to somebody, make sure that you're looking them in the eyes, letting them know that you're paying attention. There's lots of different things you can do to let them know you're paying attention. You can make sure that you're...
Can I be staring at my phone like this?
You can make sure... Well, I said eye contact.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
You might even ask them questions about what they're talking about. You might just make some listening kind of sounds. Uh-huh.
But don't put too many in there because those can kind of make it feel like to the other party that you're trying to rush them along.
True.
So you want to do it in a natural way because if you overdo it, you seem like you might be in a hurry when you're not really.
True.
So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. So you might even just look up different kinds of ways you can do listening sounds, attentive listening, just to make sure that you're including that in your workplace so that you can have good relationships, interpersonal relationships with your professional coworkers, business partners.
And keep it professional, people.
Keep it professional. And you'll want to make sure that you're making times for others whenever it's needed. You might just want to stop and have a cup of coffee or, to make sure that you're making connections with the people that you're spending so much of your day with, so much of your week, so much of your life with, that you're building on those relationships so that you can let them know what it is you need from them and they'll be more likely to want to follow through and help you out with that.
Yeah. And that'll help them also feel more comfortable.
Yeah, true.
Telling you, being more honest.
Yeah, so they can tell you what they need from you too.
Yeah.
And so that they can feel comfortable, maybe even letting you know about their limitations and different kinds of things so that you can keep those communication
lines of communications open. Or doorways or whatever you want to call it. You just don't want it sealed. Shut.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You want to make sure that you keep your promises. Every time you're following through on things that you say that you're going to do, it helps others to know that they can depend on you. And that makes your relationships a lot better. Makes it a lot easier
the stress level down in the workplace.
Yeah, it makes
when
it
you're
so
a
you're
team
not...
player and you work well with the team and you follow through with what you say, other people is more likely to do the same because no one wants to be that odd one out that didn't do what they said.
Yeah.
So be the example.
Yeah.
If you expect people to follow through, then you should be following through. You expect people to be honest, you should be honest. It's just, That's
that's
the way it is.
one of those things too. If you're more dependable, then others can feel more like, that you're being a good example.
Yeah.
And so if others are keeping their promises, that makes it so that you're not as tired trying to run around making sure everybody's doing what they say they're going to do, because you can depend on them.
Yep.
You want to make sure that you ask for help whenever you need it. Is that sometimes it's hard because you just kind of pick up a bunch of different things that you're going to do, and you just are trying to trudge through all of it because you just feel like it's expected, or
and this
that
can
you're
also
a
be
failure if you
a
don't.
trap you could fall into, especially if it's a lot of little things. And so you've said, oh, I can handle that, I can handle that, I can handle that,
Mhm.
without sitting and really thinking about things. All of a sudden, now you got a lot of little things, and it may be too much. Maybe you've overextended your promises on the time you have.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Yeah. So it's good to keep your promises, but also make sure you're not over promising.
If you've overpromised, the best thing to do is go be honest right up front. Hey, you know what? I could use some help here. I know I said I would do it. I'm kind of, be fully honest, but fully transparent. That's what teamwork is. And then you can work together and get it solved. Just, again, be honest.
Yeah, the best thing to do is make sure before you make those obligations is that you do say, okay, I can go ahead and do this. I'm just going to need some help.
Yeah. Yeah, don't just hurry and say yes without really thinking about
it.
What is your current obligations?
Yeah, that's the best way to make sure you keep your promises, is before you say, yes, I'm going to do it, is you think about it. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you're going to be capable. You're going to have the time.
And drink coffee. It helps.
Make sure that you set boundaries too. As much as you want to have really good interpersonal relationships with the people you're spending so much time at work with, you also have your time when you're going to be working and your time when you're going to be social. When it's time to be working, you need to be making sure everybody knows it's time to be working. Sometimes it's really good to block that out. Is you might say, okay, I'm going to be able to meet you at this time for us to be social, but at this time, until that time, I'm going to be needing to work on these different projects.
Yeah, and have times when you are that there's serious times and there's sometimes to keep a good healthy environment, you need a little bit of everything. You need breaks, you need socialization and things that's just maybe not exactly pinpointed on the task at hand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're not telling you, you don't keep it professional, Yeah. Just I think
that's another place where it comes back to making sure that everybody knows what the expectations are. Is that you can say, I expect that during this period of time, I'm going to be able to focus on these projects that I need to get done and these appointments that I need to get finished. And so that everybody can know what you're expecting from them, so you can get those done. You can focus on work during that time.
Fantastic.
And a really, really big one is don't get involved in gossip.
Oh, killer of anything.
I was so lucky that I was never involved in gossip. It would come to me, people would just say, oh, the gossip here is just so terrible. It's really bringing everybody down. And I was just glad that I was not a part of it.
I see it going through my workplace. I'm lucky enough that me and a lady that we work really, really close with, that I work really, really close with, we're kind of in the back of the building in our own private area. So we kind of miss a lot of it as far as people getting involved in it. We purposely don't, but we watch it happen to the outside people a lot.
And you can watch it bringing people down.
It brings
their enthusiasm.
One gets mad at one because of something someone supposedly said or whatever, and it's just a mess. Just don't engage in it. You hear it, don't mean you need to engage, don't mean you need to pass it forward. Just let it go. It's all hearsay. Don't play that game. Don't play that game.
Don't play on the gossip that you hear either.
No, and I would think that'd be stressful to try to figure out what you said to, who not to say what to. I don't know. I don't even want to play the game. Don't do it.
Yeah, just don't.
We had a great team, like even, let's say a year ago, this wasn't going on. I see the team really being pulled down, which we're trying to reverse it now, but it's because gossip got out of control. Just don't engage. That's the best thing. Don't engage. It's the killer of any group, anything.
Yeah.
Gossip's bad.
Yeah. So yeah, it's, you may think that it's really important to be involved in it, and maybe even that you feel like you're making connections with people because of this gossip, but
Yeah, because
there are other ways, much better ways to make connections with people. You want to.
We all love reality TV shows, and that's a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. Is the idea? It's like,
Oh yeah.
can you believe what this person?
Mhm.
What? And it's easy to fall into it because that's the thing. It's interesting. We kind of, as people, want to hear that juicy
I think
stuff.
it's some kind of innate, maybe evolutionary thing that we've got that makes us want to talk like that.
But don't do it.
So you got to fight against it. Lastly, something you can do instead of getting involved in the gossip is showing your gratitude. Let other coworkers know how much you appreciate what they do, and you can.
But be genuine.
Genuine.
Yes. Don't just say,
You're great.
you're great. You bring such greatness here.
Nice.
Yeah. You
you
show up.
Yeah, you show up.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're genuine. There was this project I was working really hard on, and you really helped me out by doing this, XYZ, or there was this moment that you did this XYZ, and that really helped me with.
To be totally genuine
ABC.
will go miles. That means the person receiving it they can tell if you're genuine. They can tell if you're specific and say this is why, and that really will brighten up someone's whole attitude.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to have a genuine compliment, a genuine anything. So just don't fake it.
Yeah.
This is what if you don't have that genuine, then don't do it.
Yeah,
just don't do it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to give someone a compliment.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's easy to find it though. Is you can find something that this person has helped you with, and you can write them a thank you note. You can bring treats. You can just share something with them, and just let them know that item, that's something that they did, really helped you out, really made a difference, and it just can change their day.
Oh yeah.
And make your experience at work so much better.
Oh yeah. Just a few genuine compliments given will just raise the whole group of people up, because it's just one of those things that just we want to hear those kind of things if it's genuine and true, and it just makes us feel better.
Yeah.
And you tend to, I think, if you're doing that kind of stuff, you're not so much engaging in the other bad stuff.
Yeah. You can talk about the great things that you've been seeing happening at the company.
Yeah.
And that's great to share.
That's all,
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
So
anything else?
That's everything. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So if you have anything that that's helped to make your workplace a more positive experience that you'd like to share, please let us know in the comments. If you know some other things that you do at work that help bring you energy, leave that in the comments for us, because we really like to talk about different kinds of things to improve energy. And we're going to be doing another video about other things that we can do to help improve our energy. And we'll see you then.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.